Well, good Friday evening, everyone. Severe weather is absolutely right. It's a very dangerous situation setting up for us here on this Friday evening. Check out these pictures, and I thank you so much for all the photos that you've been sending in. This is Madison County State Route 56 at Van Wagner. Yeah, we're outside, you know, as we were talking about last night. It's kind of the reality is kind of a nasty night to trick or treat. We have the umbrella. We do have some light rain here in Bexley, but look at this. This house is all done up. 1,315 pounds for this pumpkin right here, and lots of people are just coming to check out this part of the festival. Hey guys, how we all doing? By 8 o'clock, and by the way, I should point out between 6 and 8 p.m., that's when I think the best chance for some of those storms are. So we'll keep that chance through 8 o'clock. But it is Wednesday. That means it is our Lunchbox weather segment. Check it out. We went up to Wiggin Street Elementary. This is in Gambier up there. I'll tell you what, guys, it has been a very busy day out there, and these totals just around our viewing area, we were talking about this yesterday, they range dramatically. We have some spots that are now knocking on the door of a foot of snow, especially north and west, and other spots like Athens County, nothing at all. It was a rainy day all day today. We have a severe thunderstorm watch. Difference between watch and warning. Watch means conditions are favorable, so we, kind of watch out for it. Warning means it's happening or it will happen. But a severe thunderstorm watch in effect, and that is until 11 o'clock tonight. Tell you what, we're going to be talking about that drought here in just a second. I'll show you where we stand around the state, and it's not good. I've certainly seen worse, but it's not good, and you can see it when you're just driving around. You see the brown grasses all over the place. You saw it on that video. And you look outside right now, it's a little bit on the hazy side. We've had some clouds work over. It's a toasty afternoon. Once again, 90 degrees. And by the way, coming up the next time we meet, in say 30 minutes from now, I'll have some 90-degree facts for you because once again, we hit 90 degrees. Humidity at 27%, so humidity not a problem this afternoon or early evening, but it will be on the increase. Temperatures, though, up near the 90-degree mark. Marion, 88 for you folks. Delaware, 88 degrees. Logan at 87 degrees. We have 89 right now in Athens and New Lexington. One of the cooler spots on the map at 86. So a nice afternoon, nice early evening to get out and barbecue or, spend a little time outside. Although drink the fluids, you still need the sunscreen, although we have clouds. By the way, and you probably already know this, but I'll say it anyway. We get the clouds thickening up. Sometimes you might be tempted to not put on sunscreen, especially if you're out at a pool or you're out at a water park or something because you have the clouds. Man, that UV light can go right through that and you're going to walk away burned. In fact, it reflects a lot of the light too, so it's not a good thing to not do that. But clouds will be on the increase tonight. Expect a mostly cloudy night. The chance of showers and thunderstorms is very slight for this evening and mainly up to the north. But during the day tomorrow, not anticipating rain for your morning commute. However, look at all the green on the map. That's an indicator of rain creeping up from the south, so say by noon and beyond, especially into tomorrow evening, this time tomorrow night, overnight into Saturday, we have rain in our forecast, and that's actually great news for the drought because we are in a drought situation. So here's our state, Ohio. Here's your legend. The bottom one is abnormally dry. Everybody is at least in that category. Then you get into the moderate category, and that's what takes up a lot of the midsection of the state, including our viewing area, the Columbus area. We are in a moderate drought, and there are some sections on the western side here that are kind of eking up out of Indiana that are in the severe category. So we really need some help in terms of Mother Nature bringing us some rainfall. Get rid of these, 90 and 100-degree temperatures. That will help out things dramatically. And I do see rain in our forecast. Tonight, it's just a slight chance of a pop-up shower. I'm not worried about that. Clouds on the increase. Temperatures remain mild. 88 at 7, 82 by 9, 75. By midnight, really not a great night to open up the windows and let the cool air in. I'm only expecting 70 degrees for the low, mostly cloudy. Humidity increases. Tomorrow, 82 degrees, so cooler than it has been. Finally, a little bit below normal, which is at 85, but it will be a humid 82. It will come with some rain, so make sure that if you're driving around to work, you have your windows open. Shut your windows before you go into your car, or else you could get some rain in there. And then 82 and some rainfall as well. Potential for thunderstorms on Saturday. Yolanda?
All right, thank you, Bill.
Sure. Well, good Friday evening, everyone. Severe weather is absolutely right. It's a very dangerous situation setting up for us here on this Friday evening. A line of severe storms moving through the Columbus area, already starting to see them on the outlying spots. And the wind gusts, we've had reports of 80-mile-per-hour winds. You can see this line just over the last hour moving through. So let's get specific for you. Let's talk about where this storm is, where it's heading. Everybody is under a severe thunderstorm warning at this time. It's not a severe thunderstorm watch. It is a severe thunderstorm warning, and we are already starting to see very, very heavy rain. A ton of lightning, very strong winds from Delaware right down through Powell. We're looking at Plain City, seeing a lot of these winds as well. And where you see each one of these lightning strikes, these lightning emblems here, if you will, these icons, these are cloud to ground lightning strikes. So right up along the northwest corridor along 270, that's already starting to feel it. The winds are out ahead of it. It's heading toward Westerville, heading into the city of Columbus. You folks in Marysville, you are under the gun right now. Not only do you have the lightning and the strong winds, but you just have torrential downpours working into your area as well. Pull over to the side of the road, let this pass. It's going to take about 20 to 30 minutes for the strongest part to move through. Here's a little bit farther to the south around Powell. We have the zoo, Columbus Zoo, right over here. Lots of lightning, a lot of rainfall. Strong winds, Polaris moving into Westerville, starting to move its way over to New Albany. Worthington, you guys are seeing some very heavy rainfall with this as well. Around the 270 Beltway for the north and the west part, it is going very strong right now. I can only imagine that the commute is going to be an absolute nightmare while this is moving through. You folks that are going to be expecting people home that are going to be driving along 270 or say I-70 west and they took off out of Columbus say 10-15 minutes ago, they're probably going to be out ahead of it, depending of course on where you live and where they are heading, because the rain is not quite there yet, as you can see. But as we move our way a little bit back farther to the west, it is starting to enter the Columbus area. And here, I can even tell you, in West Columbus at the studio, I just popped outside, took a look. Winds are going very strong. I didn't take out the anemometer, but I'm going to guess winds are already at 40, 50 easily outside from what I saw. You know, put some tracks on here for you. 509 around Bexley. Gahanna, say right around 510, another 5 minutes or so. I'm sure you guys are already experiencing the winds, but let's get a little bit more specific for you. Jump out ahead of the storm, put some tracking on, all these little bullet points we can sample and show you what we're expecting in terms of timing. Johnstown, about 5:14 out there. So hopefully those people that are out on the golf courses have seen this coming, have made their way in. If you know somebody that's golfing out ahead of this storm, call them, tell them that it's coming and to take shelter now. Just to the west of Buckeye Lake, we're going to take that as a sample, kind of give you show you where it's heading in times. Kirksfield, about 5:28. Pickerington, we'll say 5:22, so another 10 to 12 minutes, something along those lines. Baltimore at 5:34, and again, it's down the Columbus area right now. Alum Crest at 5:10, 5:11. Marion Franklin High School, 5:11. That's where we are now, and this is really referring to the strongest of the storms, which is this line back here, which is the darker shade, the reds, the oranges, the yellows. That's where the heavy rain is. That's where the real strong winds are, right behind the leading edge of this, and that's also where those cloud-to-ground lightning strikes are.
Our Dana J is on the roads as well. She's in the mobile track heading west on I-70 right now. Dana, do we have you?
Yeah, you do, ladies, and I can tell you also we are seeing some cars pulled over, and so I hope that Terry, your daughter's doing okay. I'm going to go ahead and give you a look out the front of our windshield. We are on 70 west, about, I'd say 5 to 7 miles west of Hilliard. We're actually coming up on mile marker 87. And as you can see, very, very bad visibility at this point. Cars pulling over on the side of the road. We haven't experienced any hail or anything like that at this point. However, we are seeing a lot of wind whipping around. I don't know if you can tell in the trees and things like that on the side of the road. I'm trying to give you some views out of the sides of our cameras.
We just had to brace ourselves. Now, the truck still is shaking with the high winds. We've had torrential rains, and we're seeing some ponding on the roads up here. Now, we're at police headquarters in Worthington. They were expecting a really busy night tonight with this extreme weather and the heat, but now add severe weather that we're experiencing now, and I'm imagining that they're going to get a lot of calls.
Yeah, we've pretty much got the entire area covered.
I know, between the reporters and from friends. I have a friend, Ann, in the Hilliard area who lost half of a silver maple in her backyard, and that was a giant tree.
Yeah.
Just kind of, and it's
have her see it, shoot it, send it when she can. Let's get a picture of that. All right, now we're going to send it back over to Chief Meteorologist Bill Kelly.
Yeah, and of course, that indicates a very strong line, you know, 60, 70 mile per hour winds. I also got a call from the Hilliard area saying some hail. An official report said about a small marble size. So hail is certainly possible and is likely in many spots with this storm. What I want to do now is take the next couple of minutes and really put a storm track on you. We're talking a lot about what's happening now. And
this is a First Warning Winter Weather Alert.
Well, you're watching a special edition of ABC6 News tonight. Live continuing coverage of a winter blast hitting the day after Christmas. The snow has been piling up all throughout the day and conditions on the roads are getting worse.
That's right. We have team coverage all across central Ohio, covering every angle. We want to start, though, with Chief Meteorologist Bill Kelly. He's live in the Weather Center with the first look for us. Bill?
I'll tell you what, guys, it has been a very busy day out there, and these totals just around our viewing area, we were talking about this yesterday, they range dramatically. We have some spots that are now knocking on the door of a foot of snow, especially north and west, and other spots like Athens County, nothing at all. It was a rainy day all day today. But let me show you what it looks like here. I think this paints a nice picture. This is our tower camera, freezing rain all over the lens, and it's an indicator of how our day has been today. We've seen it all: sleet, freezing rain, snow, rain, and we've had the wind out there. We're sitting right at 32 degrees in Columbus. Outlying spots are right at the 32 mark.
Christmas trees, of course. ABC6 Chief Meteorologist Bill Kelly is out among the lights in Dublin tonight. They're getting ready to flip the switch, I guess, on theirs, Bill.
Yeah, they are. They're going to do that tonight right around 6:20. We're out in front of Indian Run Elementary School along Bridge Street. So come on down. It is a free event. There's all kinds of stuff going on, which we'll tell you about coming up in just a few minutes. And again, did I mention it's free? Pretty cool stuff.
Bill Kelly is out in Dublin tonight, where they are getting ready, I guess, once the darkness descends, to flip the switch. Got a good looking light display out there.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. Bill's right in the thick of it.
Yeah, we're right here, right at the tree. In fact, we're touching the tree. Here it is. It's a 25-foot tree. And what's interesting to note, many of you watching this here in Dublin have been out to the tree lighting ceremony here in the past. Well, they had to replace this tree. It's actually a new tree. It's a 25-footer, as I mentioned, and that was because of the big storm that rolled through here on June 29th. We all remember that, right? Well, it took the old tree that they had decorated before, and they had to take it out of there. Too much damage. So this is a brand new one, the inaugural lighting of this actual tree.
Weather and meteorologist Bill Kelly is tracking another beauty out there, Bill. And you've also got something important you need to tell about festival.
Absolutely. We all know how hot it's been, and so, you know, we all just put the fan on if we had power, certainly, when it was all going off. But there are a lot of people out there that don't have fans. So we're asking you to come to the studio here, 1261 Dublin Road, donate fans, and right on the air, somebody pulled up now. How we doing?
Hi.
What's your name?
Howard.
Howard. You brought a fan for us
I
here.
brought a fan, and he is a big fan of yours.
Oh.
Real big fan of yours.
And a comedian, how about that? Well, let's give him a spin, if you will, on over here. Very cool. Howard is one of many of you who have dropped off fans. We encourage you to do that. We got another hour or so. We're out here until 6:30. Quick look at the numbers. It's a pretty nice night. It's a little warm. We're sitting right around 90 degrees or so in the Columbus area. It is Wednesday. That means it is our Lunchbox weather segment. Check it out. We went up to Wigan Street Elementary. This is in Gambier, up there in Knox County, just outside of Mount Vernon. The kids there, fourth grades, about 40 of them or so, making the cloud.
Oh, there you go.
You can hear they go crazy. Video, Maddie Burnett, by the way, is the one doing the video there. And
nice and steady?
Yeah, very steady. Harrison Gibson, though, is the one that asked the question.
Oh, her mom's going to get you.
Oh, I know.
You messed up her hair.
Here's the question today.
My name is Harrison, and my question is, how does the green screen work?
Green screen.
All right, so how does the green screen work? You know, it's always a huge hit when the kids come into the studio. So, okay, so rather than tell you, check this out. We're going to give you a little bit of a behind-the-scenes tour. It's literally a big green screen. That's all it is.
Okay.
And the cameras, you know, they see all colors. They see green, they see red. But this camera right here, check it out. This one is special. This one can program so that you don't just see green. If they want, we could put weather graphics behind the map. And here's what it looked like. This was the question of the week. This is our weather map that's there. We could put different live shots. We could put whatever we want because, again, the camera just simply doesn't see green. So, you know, right now, I'm just standing in front of a green wall. And this is an interesting thing, too. Then if I hold, can we take the off for a second? Brandon, just put the green screen back on there for a second, if you would. If I were to wear green, a lot of kids say, okay, well, what if we wore green? If I were to just green board, hold this up in front of me, then take that other map again, you wouldn't see. You'd see right through. Oh, yeah, that's big time stuff there.
Looking over the city, look at you.
It never gets old.
The other question then a lot of the kids will ask, well, okay, if we're looking at downtown, how do I know that I'm pointing at Nationwide Building right there? Because again, it's just a big green wall behind me. And the answer to that is we have these television monitors. There's one right there. There's another one on the other side. So when I'm doing weather, I'm actually just looking over to the side and I'm watching myself touch a map or, you know, whatever it is, the live shot. So that's how we do it on the green screen. And we can also use different cameras. So the camera you just saw if you take that camera and utilize the green screen, then you have two of me, and that's just the mind. That's me standing in front of the green screen, talking about the green screen with me in the camera behind the green screen.
Well,
That's pretty cool. Look
How's
at
that all work? So there you go. Lunchbox weather for today.
so much for the magic of television.
I know. Oh, look at that.
See, we can have all kinds of good fun stuff. We can grab you along
there
this
we
head there. Look, I'm the big kid in the studio.
We're so mature.
Yeah, you know, I have to say, it never gets old. We do play with it here as adults. We have our fun with it.
We do. So, hey.
Thanks, Bill.
All right. Thank you, Bill.